Hello there, and welcome to the Pipsoclock weekly market analysis for the week September 9th all the way through to 15th of September. Now we are stretching it to 15th because crypto is involved, but then it's just the currencies and metals, it's up to 13th of September. So you want to pay attention to the instruments we want to analyze. 4 of them here. We have gold before us, we have Bitcoin, and then we have EURUSD, and then GBPUSD. So very quickly, we're going to be considering this and analyzing in terms of the trend of the market, right, and then the key levels to watch. Those are the two main criteria we're using for this. Of course, we'll also consider the market structure. All right, so of course, that's still part of the trend. All right, so just fasten your seatbelts, grab a popcorn, and get some juicy drinks, and sit back and relax, and watch out for the key points, areas that will guide your trading success this week. So let's go. So we'll start with what's before us right here. We have the GBPUSD before us already. So in the past week, we clearly, if you look at the weekly charts, it shows that the GBPUSD is set for a fall. It's set for a fall because in the past 2 weeks, it recorded a bearish rejection here, and then last week it was confirmed with what we have here. So we have a lower high and a lower low, and it closed bearish too. So now this new week has opened, okay, and consider the close of the past week at 1.31152 and the open of this new week at 1.31128 below the close, and now price is pushing up. Of course, this is just an indication of it. We're trying to retest where it was rejected last week or even in the last 2 weeks. So this retest is a setup for those who understand to position themselves for a free fall for the GBPUSD. So if you adjust this to the daily time frame and make a few confirmations, you also see that for Thursday, Friday rather. Here's Friday. It actually was a clearly bearish signal. But then, so market has resumed and still it pushing back up. So in the middle of this, most likely 50% retracement of the move on Friday, we are likely to experience, of course, every other factor held constant. We are likely to see the GBPUSD rejected around here, but then we can actually check it out from the hourly and the 4 hours time frames. Now on the 4 hour time frame here, on the 1 hour time frame here, we have the weekly pivot point around 1.31465. Now with that, we also are going to be looking at the moving averages. Here they are. Okay, so if we now plot in, this is on 1 hour. Of course, if you want to trade this on Monday, this is 1 hour we are using to actually make this decision currently. So if you allow me do this, so around here, price might get up to this place 1.31735, but then that place might really be too far away for Monday trading. So if we would adjust it and take it further down here, so we might just be looking at 1.3162. So if price manages to push itself up here, then you want to jump up into the market and sell around 1.31626. And the structure in around here now, the structure around here now is if you just look at it, it's really trendless, but then considering the daily time frame, you want to watch out there. Of course, just doing intraday trading, you want to also not ignore 15 minutes, and that will probably still pitch it in your favor there around the same level. Okay, but if you would, I think for me, I recommend you just allow it get up to this point, which is where you have the 200 period moving average of 15 minutes, 1.31626. So just be patient and look out for a signal around here to make entry. That's GBPUSD. So for 4 hours, of course, where if you want to really work on that, I could remove this. So on 4 hours, we have is a bullish structure, still bullish. So you would want to perhaps wait for price to pull back, and maybe we can use the rise from here or the rise from here. If you use the rise from here, which is the low, the rise from the 12th of August all the way to the high of the 27th of August, you would want to wait at 50% here, where you have a confluence with the 200 period moving average on 4 hours, which is at 1.29653, to make an entry or find a signal to buy GBP USD. So you have to really wait patiently. Okay, but you may want to say, okay, well, how about adjusting a bit and see if we can maybe use from here. If you use from here, you will work with a confluence between the 50 period, between the 50% retracement and the monthly pivot points to set up around between 1.30162 and 1.30323. So you can actually work, in fact, you can if we actually make 2 or 3 entries around here, around here, and around here. So you just want to look at or two major entries, 50% here, another one here. That's 200 period moving average here at 1.29574 and around the monthly pivot point. So now let's switch over to Euro USD. And on Euro USD weekly, we have a different scenario playing out here. Yes, last week it formed an inverted hammer there, trying to counter what happened the week before. And with this, what could probably happen, of course, might be a kind of waiting. If you are doing long term, you want to wait to see whether this will beat this high. If you record a new high and closes above it, then you would know that this will continue. But where it is stopped, that means that this reaction here could have been a fluke. Then the next period will see price dropping. So you want to be patient with that. Okay, then of course, using what happens to GBPUSD, it might actually play out that Euro and GBPUSD may not work in tandem this week. Okay, so just be patient and watchful. All right, and I think on the 4 hours and the 1 hour time frames for Euro USD, you want to, I recommend you stay away from Euro USD except you really have the skills to navigate through the kind of volatility that this might give. All right, or you want to scalp in and out of the market. Other than that, it's not very clear what it wants to do. Even though it's showing you it's going up, it might just be disappointing. So you want to, I would recommend that you stay away from Euro USD and let it give a clear signal, right? Let it give a clear signal. Then you move on to gold. And for gold, I think it's clear. It's really clear. The bears are trying to step in, but the bulls are still fighting back. So what we have here is kind of a decision. You want to just find your way to get in and out of trades with gold around you until the market decides a clear direction. So on the daily time frame for gold, you have it here that yes, there was a bearish close Friday, and with what we have here, a 50% retracement on this particular period candle here will give us a good signal around maybe 2507. Probably we'll want to switch over to the 4 hours and 1 hour time frames and see. So let's check 4 hours first. On 4 hours, we have gold is still bullish, no doubt. If we let's use this, let's bring in this. So on 4 hours, we are still bullish. We are still bullish, and we can still work with this. Yes, we can still work with that. All right, so 50% replacement, 200 period moving average, they have a confluence around 2,455 to all the way to 2,460. So you want to watch it. If gold drops to this point, look for a signal to buy around here. Okay, that's number one. Number two, we switch to for 1 hour, and on 1 hour we have the market a bit confused, right? But we'll use the moving averages and plot the Fibonacci retracements. And what we could do is to use the fall to this point and connect with this high, which I think, okay, maybe we want to run it with this. If you run it with that, means that around 2,500 all the way to 2,507 will be good places to sell on 1 hour time frame in the intraday trading, right? So, and of course, your targets, you have to preempt your targets. Don't let it be too long. Do you understand? So you want to go in and out, 50 pips, 70 pips, you're out. You look for an opportunity. I think that's the short term trading you can do on gold. For weekly long, that's when we want to use. When I say weekly long term, I mean on 4 hours. You want to monitor it. So if you sell there, you wait for the moves to this point, and then of course come out and wait for it to come down to this point. Then you now find opportunity to buy. I think that will be enough for gold. Then you want to be in our trading room to get the signals for entry. And then for Bitcoin, it didn't do well last week. It really shed a lot of weight. Okay, so and he hit almost 52,000. It dropped to almost 52,000, about 52,000. So this week we have is still closing bearish in a bearish continuation from the week before it. So we don't know if what's happening here now is another setup to for bearish continuation, but we'll just have to watch out for it. But if you consider what happened in the past 2 weeks, then Bitcoin may get up somewhere here and then crash further, maybe to 46 or to, let me see here. Let's see. Um, okay, maybe you might even see Bitcoin dropping to, well, 51,000 or 46,000, which I doubt if it will fall up to 46,000. But if you consider just what happened here, so you might just be looking at it that at 51,000, 52,000, it may find its way up. Or probably even with what's happening here, around 60,000 here, you can sell. Around 60,000 you can sell. But let's take it to the 4 hours time frame. and use the Fibonacci tool here with the moving averages. So with what we have here, it's bearish, of course, for Bitcoin. So if we consider the fall from 65,000 down to what happened last week at 52,500, so we are looking at Bitcoin rising up to 58,000 within this week, and around 58,000 you want to sell. So pay attention to this. Bitcoin may rise up to 58,000 this week, and if it gets to 58,000, we expect to see a signal to sell it. All right, and of course, it might even touch 60,000, but then look out for a signal to sell around there, and of course, it will come down, and we can't tell where it may be halted, but look at we'll look at the look at it maybe coming to the weekly power points there, which is it's yet to break though, but we'll just watch out for this retracement coming all the way to 58,000 and then a signal to sell. So that's the much you can take on that. So you want to just use this to determine some of the other altcoins and meme coins that go along with Bitcoin, to use it to trade them if Bitcoin is too much for you to take advantage of. But in any case, you can use dollar cost averaging to buy Bitcoin this week and continue buying. Alright, so I think we need to draw the curtain at this point, and we want to welcome you into our trading room on Telegram. You want to join the premium VIP trading room service and get the best of signals this week. Join our general platform on Telegram also to get all the information, and of course some free signals. We are going to drop some free signals this week, so just be expectant. I want to appreciate you, and want to see you in the next video. Thank you, and God bless you.